Hi Sagittarius, welcome back to my channel. 'Tis I, the one only Archer with Archer Astrology. Hello. Sagittarius, 8 of Wands, that's you. It's time to do your love energy check-in for September of 2023 for you and the one on your mind when you clicked on this reading and decided to come and hang out with me for a little bit, which I do love and appreciate. And if you would do me a favor and return the love back and love that like for me, it helps get me into the algorithm, which I appreciate. And then of course subscribe and set the bell to all notifications, because I go live every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern time for an all signs from Aries to Pisces, plus a card for each sign. And you'll definitely want to check out and Page of Swords all over my entire channel for pick a card readings where my decks pick you. See how that one works. And some healing music and bass covers from Bill over here. He's Gemini. He's cool. He's cool. And yeah, just kind of, hang out and be part of the familia. Feel free to make some popcorn and binge watch Archer all day. And then look me up on TikTok and Instagram at Archer Astrology. I'm like basically everywhere. All right. So Sagittarius, darling, we are going to take a look at what is going on around you and the one on your mind through the energies of September with 6 planets retrograding, and looking at your 10th house and seeing what's deeper, what's hidden below the surface, what's in your subconscious that you're tapping into, and trying to work through to heal and rectify. Literally what I just said. Page of Swords if you like, dear. Okay? Yeah. 10 of Pentacles, though, so that might be something that's very good. So you're coming from a point of a shift coming in that's going to take you to a point of abundance. So we will peruse around the energies of you, them, what's coming your way, what's going out, transmit, receive, and take it to that level. We're going to use my Grand Theft Auto deck, the Urban Tarot, for your base cards on a cool old 10-card spread. 9 cards with a 10-card base card for the final outcome. That's the bottom of the deck, the energy that reiterates all the way through. I like making up words. And that you might be a wordsmith. That could be something. Yeah. And then we're going to use my Crow Tarot deck for some clarifiers and see what the birds in here got to say today for your month ahead. Ooh, it's pre-shuffled to the 9 of Pentacles. Nice. All right. So I always try to do some shuffling on deck so that you get connected to my cards in the reading and I get connected to your energy. So with that said, Sagittarius, we are going to look into the messages that are only for your advancement and highest and greatest good only, por favor. Helping Sagittarius move forward. Let's go for it, Sagittarius, for the you. Ooh, what we got? We got the Hermit, the Death, and the 6 of Cups. There's somebody from your past that you are really internally focusing on. I told you we were going to go deep and into your subconscious. Hermit energy, Virgo energy, to the 5 of Cups. It's something's been bumming you out. All right, let's find out, Sagittarius. I think we're connected. Here we go, Sag. All right, 2 shuffles for Sagittarius, September 2023, or whenever Sagittarius clicks on this reading, because my readings are timeless. So let's go, Sagittarius. And the 6 of Cups just was the 6 planets retrograding. I just felt that, too. I felt some chills. You might even be feeling chills all over, chills in your legs, something like that. Let's find out. Here we go, Sagittarius. What do we have for Sagittarius? 2 shuffles. 1 and 2. Let's love this deck for the sassy Sagittarius. Here we go, Sag. What's going on? Look who's back. The 5 of Cups. You might remember this card from such shuffles as like 30 seconds ago, where there was something bumming you out that apparently is going to be the focal point of this, Scorpio energy, and worried about feeling like you might have missed the boat on something. The Hermit's back too. Told you we're going into your subconscious. 10th house, Scorpio influence on it to get deep into the stuff that you keep secret, and the devil's waiting right underneath the 2. The cards that jumped out are the bottom of the deck, Sagittarius. I've never had that happen in a reading. All right, let's find out where this goes. This one's going to be interesting, and we're going to have to get extra Snoop Dogg on this one, but I got you, Sag. All right, let's go. Let's tap. Present position is the Star. Wow, way to make an entrance, Aquarius energy. This is literally Archer's card for September, and it's leading the reading. I like the feelings I'm getting off of that. I've mentioned that basically an Aquarius reading from me or anyone is like an all signs reading that it'll resonate to like everybody. Aquarius is very tapped into this cycle right now with Sirius, the star that's depicted on this card. It's right up here in the picture, being visible by the naked eye in the eastern horizon, especially back through August. So your present position is being guided by spirit. Somebody is right there beside you, helping you as you prepare for a big shift. Immediate influence is the Ace of Pentacles, a new start, a new beginning. This is literally a big shift. And we've got a statue similar to this downtown in Detroit that I see when I go and visit. And whenever I see this Ace of Pentacles card, I always think of that, like the power of the rebirth of the city of Detroit. So it might, something about a complete rebirth and revitalization might be a focus of you internally as well. So that brings us to your goal or destiny, what you want to achieve, what your outcome is. Prince of Wands, your energy, Sagittarius. Communication, a little bit of smooth talking. Johnny Bravo here just being like, hey, Primo, you want to go to Target and buy some black t-shirts? And communicating. Maybe you even are, like maybe you blog, maybe you do something online, or you're just at a point where you interview people, like people watch people. Like you want to be able to work with the energies all around you and be in a point where you're going to look good in the public eye. All right, so you know, worrying about your image and how you're perceived, your sun sign, etc. Okay, now going back to the distant past, because here's where we're going to find out what's getting us to where you are right now. All right, distant past could go childhood, could go multiple lifetimes. How far back you want to go? Eight of Swords. Apparently you want to go pretty far back, because the form of analysis paralysis, where you're transmitting out your emotions and kind of getting locked up in what you're receiving back. So something where I'm seeing the Sagittarius having a rough time sleeping, possibly, as well as they think about the past situation and try to remedy it to go forward in a positive energy. More recent, coming into this lifetime, if not more recent, maybe somewhere within the term of 3 months to 3 years, possibly, is what I'm seeing. 33. We have the Tower. A situation that had to come crumbling down as the star guided you through this situation. But this one here shows a tower that can be rebuilt. A little brief study into hydrodynamic engineering shows that the artwork on this depicts the tower and the Statue of Liberty coming out of the water. That is not suction going downward on the water. It is actually coming out of the water. So it's rebuilding a foundation on something. This tower moment, this Eight of Swords tower moment here, was something you had to go through to initiate the change. And it's almost like Spirit has been watching you on this, right by your side. The future influence, the direction that you're going to go to get to this Prince of Wands energy, is the Hanged Man. Pisces energy. Spirit kind of guiding you to go with the flow. Feel the energy as it comes in. You might even be experiencing more intuition, more empathy, kind of more feeling like a water sign, feeling more Pisces-like type thing, because that is your nearest kin on the water side, because you guys are mutable energy, Pisces, Sagittarius, Virgo, and Gemini. So if you get to that point, that could be what you're feeling. The future influence is a Piscean energy, the connection to the other side that's driving you forward. Now, your incoming energy, what's affecting the situation here from this perspective as we go forward, is the Seven of Wands. Leo energy, protection, and a bubble that would keep John Travolta happy on this one. You're guarded for, like, maybe even your health becomes a stronger focus point where you start feeling better, you don't get sick or ill as often, and stuff starts to work out differently for you. The environmental factors that are helping with this incoming energy, the Wheel of Fortune, along with some Cancer energy, because the Sphinx that's depicted on the Rider-Waite Wheel of Fortune actually is derived from the Sphinxes that are on the Chariot. And these both show a way of Spirit controlling the situation and a connection between you guys. The Spirit's driving the car, the energy that clears the way of the negative stuff, the toxic energies, and only lets the good come through, much like the messages that we receive here, you know? All right, so your inner emotions, how all of this is going to affect the situation to go for your final outcome. Feeling bummed out about something. Five of Cups for an outcome is an overwhelming energy, right? The final outcome's influence in this is the Queen of Cups. Cancer energy, straight up. Tying it into that Wheel of Fortune, maybe it is seeking some deeper knowledge, some deeper help, looking into things like dialectical behavioral therapy, not just seeking like a professional therapist or counselor, but working on yourself to find your trigger points and what heals you. Loving yourself. Fourth house placements, Cancer energy. All right, so we got to find out on this because you got a lot going on here. The full moon in Aries is going to hit you. The new moon in frickin' Virgo is going to hit you. There's a lot of Virgo energy at the beginning of the month before we balance out into the scales of Libra. So let's get a look and see what we're going to do, because the Nine of Pentacles is at the bottom. So you might be bummed out, but Spirit's working with you. That's the clarifiers are telling me. When you put a positive spin onto the Five of Cups, that's the energy of feeling like you missed the boat on something. Like I'm thinking of a guy who missed the boat on the Five of Cups in the Titanic, but then a little bit of time goes by, about 3 days, and you get a newspaper that says the Titanic sank, and you're like, oh my God, that's why I missed the boat? Cool, you know? So let's find out, Sagittarius. Let's see where we're going with this. Give me some clarifiers. Let's start at the beginning. Every point has a beginning with the Star card. So we're going to start there and see where this one goes to Wheel of Fortune energy to get you to your outcome, because you're bummed about it. Maybe you feel like something's taking too long here, or it's a shift that you're not ready for or aware of or used to. So like you just want to put an end to the overwhelming feelings. That's why the Five of Cups here is affecting the energy in from the bottom of the deck. You want an end to the overwhelming feelings. You just want to go forward and you want to talk about it. You want to talk to Spirit, Prince of Wands to the Eight of Swords about the past. All right, let's see where we go here. You know, this is going to be really focusing on working on yourself throughout the month. Ace of Cups, finding love, Cancer energy on this one. The sun is already in Virgo. Its dominant planet of Mercury is retrograding in Virgo. And Virgo is the eternal detective and forever taking the reverse engineering of that Venus retrograde where your heart reflected back and you were like, oh, that's really what I want for love. And now Mercury retrograde comes in all this Virgo energy and says, okay, show me the math, show me the workings. How are we going to get to that point? Here's our outcome. Let's reverse engineer it and find all the pieces to the puzzle that we need to get that love. And I have mentioned that Cancer and Aquarius energies are connecting lately right now as they show up in this kind of an energy. Something new, a little bit of a pocket ace going on, almost like maybe your intuition becoming a little more on point. And as you go forward, you see more of what's coming on here. So this is causing you to look at your personal space, your home, your inner emotions, how things make you feel, and the memories. And you've got a pair of aces here. Maybe there's a Sag that enjoys going to casinos, or just even playing a scratch-off ticket when you get gas, something like that. But Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles is a beginning that is like a fresh start that goes the distance on here. Something has caught your eye with this Prince of Wands that you're kind of interviewing Spirit a little bit about to find some more situations with here. Might even have you a little nervous in situations. Maybe you're feeling like butterflies in your stomach, or kind of a little bit more of that energies of what grandmamas used to say about trusting your gut. Knight of Cups. Okay, you got heavy Cancerian energy in the current influence here about a love offer to come in. Maybe like somebody wanting to just approach on the white horse. It's a unique love offer. It's the Knight of Cups is somebody that maybe doesn't have the chariot yet, but they got a white horse. It's like not a King of Cups, Queen of Cups type energy, but it's communication that comes in to let you know that like you're an end all be all and the one. It's something that doesn't come in every time. Eight of Swords on the bottom of the deck still too, so we're already syncing an 8-8 or the portals. Maybe I'm picking up on a Sagittarius, more interested in the portal energy more than the moon energy, and seeing what like the 7-7, 8-8, 9-9, 10-10 portals and all that. What does all that mean? And if you're December Sag, then the 12-12 portal falls in your season. So that could be something that's going here, but like something here, there's a passion that's been going on, that's been brewing for a while, coming in from a distance. Could even be a distance between you and the one on your mind here, but something that the nerves need to subside to feel a little bit better. And the brain can perceive nervousness, anxiousness, anxiety, and excitement in the same way. And you get those same butterflies feelings. And I'm seeing like a caterpillar that goes through a transformation, and the butterfly effect, how one action that you do can completely snowball and change the entire situation of the outcome as you do a timeline jump. Three of Swords, Libra energy, and something that came out in the past that comes to light that you're working on, talking to yourself and interviewing yourself through, because your goal or destiny is to figure out a way to to put some closure on the Three of Swords, to go forward and make things work out, whether it's with this person, this new person. You know your situation, you know who the person is on your mind, but whatever it is, you want to heal this with them. That's your Three of Swords, Libra energy showing up on that one. So you might even be feeling a little bit more of a hot mess right now on this, because it seems like it's taken a while for this energy to get to you. I'm still pulling on a Sagittarius not sleeping right, or waking up at like 3:30 every morning, waking up at 4:44 every morning, and feeling like having a hard time clearing your mind. Heavy Eight of Swords energy on this one. Nine of Wands, which is why you're staying a little bit quiet and kind of just in your own energy. Sagittarius energy with the Nine of Wands, to build a wall that would make Donald Trump jealous, as if that you were able to do that. So you're protecting yourself, your energy, because you've been through so much Three of Swords that you find a very overwhelming feeling right now as everything goes retrograde, which leaves you in a point of feeling unsure about which ways to go, which ways to cut things out. Maybe you're just simply simplifying things, prioritizing and organizing your thoughts. I say it here and it comes out here. Magician energy, Virgo, Gemini. Having the knowledge to do that, to work. The magician is a master of alchemy that can manifest from any energy that comes their way, be it hurt, be it good, be it bad. They rise up above it. Virgo, Gemini energies. So I'm pulling Cancer and Virgo heavily on this in the current energies. So I'm seeing like houseplants, especially the greenery off of this. Look at this it's your card too, the Nine of Wands and the Sun. Plants are affected by sun and light cues and water. Like I'm picking up on a Sagittarius that like has some house plants and enjoys like tending to the house plants. Like maybe they're not all fake house plants, and you actually have some real ones that you grow and put in potting soil and do all that work. And because it's like therapeutic for you, you enjoy nurturing, you enjoy helping the plant. So, and like even like in your office, little desk house plants, and maybe even looking into like the therapeutics of nature and going deeper into like crystals. And I'm picking up on some black tourmaline with this magician energy to help fight this Five of Cups, and rose quartz, something to look into, Sagittarius. So let's go into the past here and find out. This Three of Swords is what's anchoring us back to this energy over here. So we're going to check into that. Okay, I appreciate you for being here, Sag. Thank you. Ooh, what do we got? Hold on. Judgment to the Five of Pentacles. See, Casper the Silent Ghost. Somebody here from the past that you had to cut out because you needed to take some time for Sagittarius to do some work and heal through some things. And your dominant rock, Jupiter, goes retrograde at the beginning of the month. So here's the big daddy Jupiter coming in to have to assist with all these other retrogrades, because right now there's a lot of instability in the world, Sagittarius, and people are feeling it everywhere in tower moments that are being brought back to the surface, brought back to light, and rehashing old things. Jupiter has to come in with the assist, all the energy, the expansion energy of the gas to help slow and stabilize as we come around that corner. Looking at retrogrades is much like watching horses on a racetrack. It's not so much the planets move backwards. Copernicus helped us figure all that out way back in the day. It's kind of more of like if you picture horses going around a racetrack like the Kentucky Derby style, and like you're Earth, you're the horse that's named Earth, and you're watching this horse out here that has a longer track to get around, and then you're watching this little horse here named Mars. You got this big horse named like Saturn or Jupiter out here, you're Earth, and this little horse Mercury up here that's just like flying around this inside leg on the track. And as one's pass or uptake or overtake you, you get the sense that one's moving backwards as you're moving forwards. So that's a little bit how retrograde is. It's just it's a balancing out of the mind to sync up the planets, because you're looking at things from a different plane of perspective, and that's exactly what's going on here. Maybe in the past it's been hard for you to define different ways to proceed. Seven of Cups comes out right there, and what I see happening is as your planet retrogrades, it takes you back to around like May, and I'm seeing something near the end of March or the beginning of April, maybe May, end of March. There was something that was a significant point for you in this person. Eight of Wands, Sagittarius energy, communication to the Death card, Seat and the Hermit, more Virgo onto Scorpio and your energy, that something here had to come to a stop point on this in order for a new beginning to come in, so that you guys did not wind up in the same energy. Heavy Virgo, heavy Pisces, and you coming in for the win with Temperance. I've literally been saying that the situation here was you loved them, and I'm pulling a lot of eights. I can see a lot of eights here. You loved them, you wanted more with them, you wanted this. You just, one of Sagittarius' biggest purposes and reasons for coming in onto this lifetime is to learn the balance and the healing that it takes to be the great alchemist that Archangel Michael is. So you may have in the past, either one of y'all were just too impatient on this one here and just got to a point where you had to have Sag time. You had to disconnect to go forward, do what was good for you, and work on coming in to manifest your own healing and find your way. Like, going way back deeper, this is something that gets really into it, where I could see a Sagittarius that grew up in a separate household type of a situation where mom and dad had separate houses, and like as a child, Hermit card, you had to just do the heavy lifting on this energy here, Ace of Wands, and it drove you, it propelled you into a point that you wanted to escape that energy, be different, be confident, be straight up sexy, enjoy your looks, have the confidence that's needed to achieve more in life than what you grew up with. Like, it just was what you were used to. So like a Sagittarius that saw like the family that only had one Christmas, or everybody was just, why did mom and dad live in the same house, something like that, where it was not the norm. But then I also see a Sag that saw something as not the norm and was one of those where, well, I don't want my kids to have the situation that I did. Or maybe you raised kids at a point, or got to a point where you wanted to wait to have kids, or you're just at a point where you're grappling with a lot of decisions that you're working on. Maybe I'm talking to a Sagittarius near one of their Saturn returns that happens only a few times in your lifetime on this planet, where like you're nearing the age of 27, you're turning 27 soon, maybe this year, or into your 40s, maybe you're turning like 39 or so this year, something like that, and you get to a point where you stop, reflect back. Remember, the brain doesn't completely, the human brain, this 3-pound lump up here, doesn't completely mature until about your late 20s or so if you're a female, even a little further out if you're male. Sorry guys, it's science. But yeah, so maybe you're at a point where we're like the fun stuff becomes less fun, and you start wanting to see about putting down roots and find stability. Tower to the King of Cups. Wow, 2 towers show up. That's heavy. Double towers for some confirmation that this whole situation had to come to an end point to bring into a beginning point. You were always having to maintain order and like to keep things in peace here, never got to live your life. So you had to have this time to break from this energy of the past to live your life and to find your tower and to find what you want. So an end had to happen in order for a beginning to begin. Now, like, I see like in the past handling a lot of chores, having to take care of things. Like maybe you identify as an old soul, and as a child you already felt like that you were in a place, and you've got more balance and stability coming in with that full moon that's going to come out in Virgo. And I've got the Lovers at the bottom of the deck, Gemini. and making a choice to go forward to start a new tower or to rebuild on a stable foundation. Temperance energy to come in on this and making the choice to heal and to find your way through. So at that point here, like maybe even like Cinderella was a movie or something that you connected to as a kid. I'm seeing like the glass slipper and the stuff like that. And like always dreaming of your Prince Charming while you were having to, tend to the families and tend to the stepsisters and and all that stuff, and kind of like you'd watch like a Sagittarius that really connected to Cinderella wanting to have Prince Charming show up in a pumpkin carriage and just carry them off into the sunset. Maybe pumpkin spice. Maybe, okay, I'm picking up on like a Sag that's excited about pumpkin spice is back. Something like that. Or like in this type of the seasons, like there's a Sag that gets excited when when Starbucks puts their pumpkin spice notifications up. 3 of Cups, because it makes them kind of happy. And I'm pulling on apples. I'm seeing apples now. Maybe like an apple orchard or a cider mill. Like Sag just needs a couple of minutes away, take a day, and you just like the hay rides and the cider and candied apples. I'm literally like tasting the candy apples. The apples could be something significant to you at this point. And like you just enjoy it. It's 10 of Wands. It's where you get to break away, take a minute off, and don't have to focus on all the dramas and the situations in life here. So like if you're nearing that point of a Saturn return, look up Sagittarius Saturn return, and it'll give you some insight as to what you're going through in the charts and the advancements that are needed. And a Sagittarius that really likes getting their hair done. Like there's a Sagittarius here that is like really proud of their hair. And like another form, like I say a Sagittarius that can make all their daily routines like their therapy appointments. Like, okay, we're going to trim the plants because it makes me feel comfortable. And then we're going to go get my hair done because I like having the foil packs in my hair and sitting there while we just gossip about life's conundrums. Yeah, that's therapy too. I like it. And like only your salon stylist knows for sure type thing. It's like all something, even just like in the hayride and getting away from everything to have this moment, some Sag time. Maybe you're planning like a day or two for Sag time where you just take a break from the world and play hooky for a little bit, doing things without sufficient reason. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah. And that was up here, wasn't it? There it is there too. Synchronicities. Now you got 3 aces. 111 is an angel number to look out for. So yeah, that full moon in Aries at the end of the month. You've got a new moon in Virgo on the 14th of September. That's setting new intentions to close out cycles. Coming to the end of chapters of a never-ending story to move into the new chapter of a never-ending story. Something that goes on because the never-ending story is your life. Empress. It's all about you, Sagittarius. You wind up being a freaking Temperance Empress, that you're receiving everything that you like wanted, needed, desired, feeling more confident, attractive, like knowing your worth, knowing what you want and where you want to go with this. And I'm still thinking back onto that Ace of Wands for it here. I'm seeing like a pair of black boots that is like Saggie's like go-to, or like your person loves you in these ones, or it's just like that go-to pair that you put on because it brings out that stability and the confidence, and like you put them on, you're like, yeah, I'm here. Sagittarius has arrived, that sort of a thing. So it could resonate, all this stuff where it's all things, little things that you do for yourself as an Empress to help calm the situation, slow your roll, and give you a little time to decompress. 4 of Swords. A little more in your dreams. 4 could be another number, and I mentioned in the beginning, waking up at 4:44. All right, let's see here, because when we get to the full moon in Aries at the end, that's going to energize everything. Ram on energy and like this new younger babyish energy here to get you past a point of frustration to bring your dreams into fruition. So like that fantasy land that you thought didn't exist, that you only dreamt about while getting your hair and nails did, winds up becoming the here and now with a pair of Ace of Pentacles for the win on that one, right? 10 Swords. Right there's your completion. And 1010 is another number which I've seen, and 1010 has been in a lot of your readings, Sagittarius, coming to a point of completion. Those swords have already been done. You're past the point ready to start healing because it's a completion. It's an end of that cycle. Literally what I just mentioned. 5 of Wands. The struggle and the competition ends to go forward with the 8 of Cups. You get to walk away from the stuff that was bad and bad influence for you, and keep the people, the places, and that. And what you manifests you. So the one on your mind, if it's something from a negative situation that you're like, it was right person, wrong time, Archer, and I really wanted it to go and work out. Well, guess what? What you manifests you, and you actually helped Spirit insert trigger points and tower moments with these 2 towers into that person's life to guide them on the path right back to you. It's very twin flame energy that when we go up, that when we come together and meet that twin flame that starts the cycles for us, that part of the journey, you can't skip steps, is that each of the twins go back off to work on the situations that brought them together to see if they can come back together in this lifetime. So something very deep that comes way back into your soul's psyche, like back before your soul got here and was like, hey, we're going to get sneaky. We're going to jump into two bodies right now, and pulled some really high level stuff, 33, master numbers, 1010. So yeah. Mercury retrograding is letting you take charge of your life by reverse manifesting. Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy, to make what you want and bring these things into fruition. It's like somewhere around the middle of the month, just when the retrograde of Mercury ends and the new moon in Virgo happens. There's a lot of Virgo into Libra energy. And you might even have with that full moon in Aries that energizes the jump start point. Maybe you have a moon in Aries or something about that requests the flyby back from the tower. Maverick shows up, Knight of Swords. So yeah, right now this is freaking Maverick, Goose, Rooster, all of them blowing past that tower. So watch out. Don't spill coffee on your shirt, okay? Because this isn't playing around, and it's like, it's go time. Emperor. Did I not literally, I'm getting chills on that one, Sag. Did I not just mention a moon in Aries and the full moon in Aries? So there's something about some Aries placements in your charts that helps you balance as we go into Libra season. Literally, this is like happening right here and now for the 9 of Cups. Happiness comes your way. And where's that other cup? The other cup was actually right here in your current energy, because the one on your mind is the one that completes it. This is why I love mathematics, Sagittarius, because math, 2 plus 2 always equals 4. It's the only thing. Numbers are the only thing in the universe that cannot lie. And 9 plus 1 always equals 10. So mathematically or numerologically, your full 10 cups happiness is right here with it to go forward onto this one. It's like finding those last couple of puzzle pieces to put the puzzle together to get what you want with the Wheel of Fortune and to manifest it in. 2 Wheel of Fortunes, 2 towers. This is obviously, you guys went through a serious tower moment, and those double cards are showing the splitting of the twinning energy. And same with the Wheel of Fortune, where you guys both had to go away and work through those tower moments the Spirit puts in to pass those tests to come back. 6 of Swords. It's science. It's a thing. But yeah, so like it'll all start happening through this season. Libra season's going to change things. You're planting seeds here. Music may be speaking to you more right now, Sagittarius. Like maybe certain songs trigger certain feelings or certain emotions. And like you're creating something out of almost from nothing with 5 of Cups. 5-5 into 10-10. See, you have to get from those 5 struggles in tarot to achieve your 10s for completions. So you're really focusing on that, you know. It's like maybe your 10 cups, 10 pentacles isn't the white picket fence and, you know, the house, the dog, the 2.5 cars, and et cetera and so forth. Maybe like yours I'm pulling is like this life where you have a home or a base point that you come back to, but then like you set up with like Airbnbs and like you're visiting other places for like work with this person, and you guys are growing your pentacles together, and it's like working vacations for somehow you guys are making money by going and visiting places that you want to. It's interesting, but it's different. It's a unique 10 cup, 10 pentacles, and it's what you manifest you and where you want to go with it. So at that point here, I see a Sag who has like the places in different areas where they like, maybe like Nashville, Denver, Washington, I'm seeing as being places or points of interest for you possibly, maybe even the Carolinas. 3 of Wands. Going with the flow to manifest your 10 wand, 10 pentacle creation that you want here. And everything is divinely guided and serendipitously guided. Maybe even interesting points or meetups where you and them been to each other and stuff here. You're manifesting a job, a person, and everything that hits the trifecta. Love, respect, trust, all of it. Good in the straight up. Good in the sheets, good on the streets, all that stuff. And a balance of all of it here, like power couple vibes. And it's like exactly what you want. Right place in the right time, because it's been written in the stars in your energetical blueprint. King of Wands, Aries energy, that it's the happiness you get with the sun. You guys are going to be right there and a focal point. This was all in the energetical blueprint that you created before you clicked on Sagittarius and decided to head on into this lifetime. And it's the end game. You know this person makes you happy. They know you do. And it's destined to go from there. But it's taken a long time. But the Knight of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck is the U.S. Postal Service, tried, tested, and true. And neither rain, nor sleet, nor snow will stop Spirit from getting to its appointed rounds. Strength to the Devil, to the Queen of Wands. You've been through hell and back, and you deserve straight up happiness. Sagittarius, I hope this resonated in any way, shape, or form. I really appreciate you in spirit. We are so grateful for the messages we received. Thank you so very much. Love that like for me. Leave a comment down below. Let me know how it resonated, who and what you're dealing with, and how things are going out for you on your side of the energetical airspace. And I appreciate you. Set the bell and subscribe. Remember, I go live every Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. for an all signs from Aries to Pisces. join me at 8 p.m. Eastern, and feel free to page the swords around the entire channel, peruse, check out the base covers with Bill over here, check out my pick a card readings, just have some good fun times with me, subscribe and be a part of the familia. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can email me at archerastrology@gmail.com. And remember, Sagittarius, this will resonate to any and all placements of Sagittarius within your chart, because we are FHA compliant at Archer Astrology, and will read for any sign or placement which desires and inquires, because we are not just our sun, moon, rising, and Venus, but we are all the parts of our chart. So until next time, Sagittarius, make it an awesome one. I love you to the moon and back. Peace and love. Archer out. Yeah, Chariot. Namaste.